My name is Dominic Debrah, and I'm a pharmacy technician. I must say I met Evangelist Deborah somewhere 2011 September while she was in Ghana. Um, the first time that I met her, I was then on my way from work and heading to the house, and I realized anytime I was going to work in the morning, there is this filling station that I passed by. I realized there was this lady sitting under a tree. Never knew what she was doing really. So this very day I was in a hurry going home. I even did not realize she was sitting there. I passed there, and I felt as I passed her some meters away, and I felt somebody was calling me at my back. I turned, and then truly somebody waved at me to come, and it was her. So I was a little bit shocked at how I was able to turn. I mean, felt that somebody was calling me. So in fact, I went to her. I asked her when I turned and I saw her waved. I pointed and I said, "Is it me?" She said, "Yes." So I went to her, and then we started talking. And she told me the things that why she's in Ghana, the things that she's doing in Ghana, about the Bible series that she uploads and then gives it to the underprivileged people so that they can also learn, the word of God. So people who the Lord touches to support the project, which I did support in my own small way. So from then we became friends. And then I remember that very day about telling him about, by then I was preparing to go for an interview for a visit to the United States. So then, through one of our conversations, I told her about my pending interview at the United States Embassy for a visa. So she prayed with me over that interview and assured me that everything will be okay. Well, I have traveled to the UK so many times, and yes, even though I've traveled to the UK so many times, I had not been to the United States Embassy before, so I was a little bit skeptical about how it's going to be like, because it's totally different. There's interview here, there's no interview here. So she assured me of how it's going to be. It's going to be okay when I go for the interview. And then surprisingly, the day came and I went for the interview. All the people who were in front of me refused that day. And it got to my turn, and strangely, the lady who was interviewing me did not even ask for any of the documents that I was holding. I held it in my hand, and he said, "I will come back on Monday for your visa." And I was shocked. I nearly asked her, "Oh, are you not going to look into my documents?" So I went to it. I'm not saying this for the fact that, yes, I've been to London so many times, and that, fine, that somebody may say that could have also contributed to my, granting of the visa. But it might interest you to know that a lot of people have traveled so wide in so many countries, yet they go for other interviews and they are not given. For me, that very, very day, it was very, very divine intervention that made me get that visa. So I was very, very grateful for her support and prayers that she supported me in getting the visa. Again, later on, was my father had an ischemic attack for some time on 9/11 September. So it was time for me to go to Kumasi to visit my father. So one of our conversations, I discussed with Evangelist Deborah, and then I prayed together with her. She prayed with me, and then gave me assurance of the fact that my father is going to be well. She gave me some verses in the Bible to go and then pray for my father and stuff. And I got to Kumasi, and I must say I was very, very glad at my father's condition. Before I got there to pray for him, he was very, very, very well. I was very, very much more glad at the way I saw my father. So all in all, I like to say Evangelist Deborah has done a lot in this country. I mean, helping people to know the word and touring other churches with her preaching and all the social interventions that she does. It's kind of difficult in an environment that we find ourselves, that our economic circumstances sometimes prevent people from worshiping the Lord. So I will plead with all donors and other people who want to help this project that if the Lord touches them, they should do all they can to help this lady bring the word of God into this country effectively. I'm very glad that I met her, and she's been such a wonderful inspiration to me. God bless him.